Okay,
Okay.
let me know which question you want to do.
Question 11, the one with the Lamborghini.
Okay, that's very nice. It's the last question of the exercise 7B, so I take that. Question number 11. Can you read the question, please, for me?
The manufacturers of a particular sports car finds that their sales are usually about 20% per week, 20 cars per week. They run an advertising campaign lasting 4 hours. During this time, S, the total number of sports cars sold since the model was first introduced, changes as such that ds over dt equals 20 plus 20t minus 3t squared,
Hmm. Yeah.
where t is the number of weeks the campaign has been running. Find the number of cars sold, A in the first week of the campaign, B in the second week, C during the fourth week.
Okay, what is ds upon dt, do you think? They have
Uh,
given ds upon dt, which
yep.
was is equal to 20 plus 20t minus 3t square, where t is actually the week. What is ds upon dt means?
Means uh dy divided by dx.
Yeah, but physically, because we know that what is that. If you read the question, you would understand what is this thing ds upon dt. Like in the last example,
Uh,
we said
the
dy
number
upon
of
dt was the
sports
speed.
card,
Yeah, number
the
of the
number of sports cards sold since the model was first introduced.
no, no. Again, it's a good attempt, but there is a little thing which you missed. Again, think about it. It's a rate. That's the hint.
During
During
the
the week.
number of sports cards sold uh during over the time that it has been.
Let's read this again and we try to understand. The manufacturers of a particular sports car find their sales are usually about 20 cars per week, right? They run an advertising campaign lasting 4 weeks during this time S. So the total number of the sports cars sold. So S is the number of cars sold. Since the model was first introduced, changes. So it means changes such that ds upon dt is this, where t is the number of weeks. So it means ds upon dt is the number of cars sold
Uh,
with respect to the t is in number of weeks.
Number of
So
weeks.
it means this gives you the rate of the sales of the car during these 4 weeks of the campaign. Does it make sense to you?
Yep.
So we have to find the in the first week of the campaign, right?
Yep.
So what should we do? So we want to know S.
Uh,
Yeah.
yep.
So we would change. So it means S is equal to actually ds, which would cancel it, and this would be equal to 20 plus 20t minus 3t square into dt.
Yep.
Does this make sense to you or no?
Yep.
Okay. Can you help me to do this now?
You expand it so uh the differentiate symbol so equals differentiate symbol 20 dt
Yeah. 20
plus.
dt. Yeah. So we would open this and we would do that, right? So this
Yep.
becomes something like 20 dt plus 20t dt
dt.
minus 3t square dt. Is it good?
Yep.
Okay. And then we would solve it further. Yeah. Can you help
Uh,
now? So,
so it'll be equals to 20t since the d
yeah.
and the thing, and then it'll be 20t squared divided by 2, and it'll be 3t cubed divided by 3
Yeah. And our
plus
friend,
c.
yeah, our friend C. Okay. Now, first of all, we have to find C. So this is, can you help me to find C?
Uh,
What is T?
t is 1.
No, no, not here in this equation. If you see, they have given T is the number of weeks the campaign has been running.
Yep. So if you, yeah, t is the number of weeks that has been running.
Yeah. So we have to find C.
Yep.
C. Can we find C somehow?
Uh, when c since it's about usually 20 cars sold per week, it'll be s would be equals to uh 20 and c would be equal to 0.
No, 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 no. Look at, again, read the question. The manufacturer of particular car find that their sales are usually about 20 per weeks. Usually.
Yeah.
And then they ran an advertising campaign. So it means once T is zero, they haven't started the campaign. What was S?
20
Yeah, so it means when, if you
t.
don't understand, let me know. S was 20. It is given. So it means if I put S, T is equal to 0, so 20 is equal to what?
Uh, 20 is equal to 20 times 0, so 0
0 plus
plus 0
minus
minus 0
plus C.
plus c.
So it means C is equal to,
Uh, 20.
got it?
Yep.
Okay, now it says in the first week of the campaign. So first week of the campaign mean T is
Uh,
1.
1.
So we put 20 times 1 plus 20 times 1 square over 2 minus 3 times 1 cube over 3 plus, what should be here?
Uh, 20.
Yeah, 20 because. Can you solve this and let me know the answer, please?
Uh, will be 20 plus
20 plus 2
uh
times 1, 10,
10 minus 1 plus 20.
minus 1 plus 20.
So it'll be 49.
Okay, let me see that. This is in the first week, 20 plus 10 and plus C. Yeah, 20 plus, yeah, just a minute, minus 3. So it is, yeah. So it comes out to be 20 plus 10 is 30, 30 plus 2 is 50, 50, it is equal to 49, is it?
Yep.
Okay. Uh, Let me see that. Are we making some mistake here? 20t, the question was 20t. No, we made them, yeah. 20t plus 20t squared by 2 minus 3t cube over 3. So that get cancelled. It becomes 10, 20, and we put 1 week and plus 20. C is 20, 20, 30. Actually, yeah. And because I am seeing the answer is 29. Actually, if I see that if we take this C out, so this is 29, right?
Yep.
So what does it mean actually? In the first week, so um, find the number of the cars sold in the first week of the campaign, in the second week of the campaign, during the 4 weeks campaign, right? So actually, if I draw it, So we had something like this 20 already. Do you see this?
Yep.
This is before this. And then you have started moving like this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The first week of the campaign has been find the number of the cars sold. And if I see here, it is 49. So 49 minus 20 is 29. Yeah.
Yep.
So, okay, let's do the second part and we see what is B. B is the cars sold in
2
second.
weeks.
Yeah, second week. What would be that? S is equal to 20 times 2 plus 20 times 2 square over 2 minus 3 times 2 cube over 3 plus 20, right?
Yep.
So this would be 40 plus, and this 4 plus 10, 40. This 3 minus, what is that? 2 to 8, yeah,
Yep.
plus 20. What is this? 40 plus 40 is 80. 80 minus is 72. Yeah, 72 plus 20. So this becomes 20. So this becomes 92, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now this is actually, if you see, this is the total till 2. So you will have to subtract the previous one. Do you understand that? Because
Mm-hmm.
this is area under the curve, so it is once you are putting 2, you are also have the one which is from the start. So what is 92 minus 49? 12 minus
Uh,
9 is 3. 8 minus 4 is 43. Do you understand why it's 43?
yep.
92 minus 92 minus 43 is actually equal to, not 43, minus 49.
Yep.
49 minus 49 is equal to,
43.
yeah. Can you now calculate for the C, which is says in the 4 weeks time? So actually, if you see what happens, why we had a 49, but actually it says you have already so in the first week it would be 49 minus 20. Why? Because even if you haven't sold anything, you had 20 already. So you got 29 in the first week. Do you understand this or no?
Yep.
Should I repeat?
Yep.
Why? 20 is your constant, which is already there. So how many you sold on the first week? That is 29. Does it make sense to
Mm-hmm.
you? So
Yep.
29 cars in first, and because that's once you put 2, you are also seeing what how many were sold in the first week, therefore you subtracted it. Can you now do this for during the 4 weeks campaign? Can you do that?
Yep. You substitute 4 into the equation, so S equals 20 in brackets 4 to the power of.
Yeah, can you do that? So I mean, I'm just writing like this. S at t is equal to 4.
Yep.
So what is this equal to?
Uh, my calculator
Yeah,
is out of battery.
okay. I thought you can directly put in the class pad. So we do that. 20 times 4
10,
plus
12,
20
8.
times 4 square over 2
Yep.
minus 3 over 3 times 4 plus 20, right?
Yep.
So I take a red color. So this is 80,
Mm-hmm.
this is 10, so 4 square is 16, 160 minus 4 plus 20. Yeah,
Yep.
actually the 4 is from the start 20, so I can just leave that. Do you understand why I am leaving 20?
Yep.
Because that was a call. So what is 80 plus 160?
Isn't the -3/3 also has a power?
No, I think it was, uh,
It's the
yeah,
power of 3.
it is a power of 3. Yeah. So this becomes 4 raised to the power of 3. Yeah.
Yep.
So 80 plus 60 is 240
240.
minus 4 times raised to the power of 3 is,
64.
yeah, what is 240 minus 64? So 10 minus 6, and then we have 13 minus is 1, 176. So in the 4 weeks, they sold 176 cars. Hello.
Yep.
And the answers are correct. I just looked at the back. So in the first week, they sold how many? 29. Then they
29.
sold in the second week 43. And because in the whole, they sold 176 cars. Does it
Yep.
make sense to you?
Yep.
Okay. So just a last thing which I would say is writing the formula again. This is a x raised to the power n dx is equal to a x n plus 1 over
Oh,
n plus 1
plus 1.
plus c.
C.
Are you clear now about this?
Yep.
Let me summarize what we learned today. We learned today that anti-differentiation is also called integration. We
Yep.
learned that anti-differentiation and differentiation are opposite.
Yep.
In differentiation, we have a rate, and if we integrate, it means we would get the total. The total means like the total profit, total distance covered, total volume dependent upon what that function is. So that one thing we said, and we also saw that what the integration is. What I say the integration is, I am referring to this picture where I drew. Let me zoom it a little. Uh, yeah. So I am referring to this thing where we said it is like making a small strips and passing it. So integration means you are finding the area under the curve. And if it is a rate, it would give you the total things. You understand that? That two example we
Yep.
did with respect to the speed, which is kilometer per hour. And we said, okay, we would find the total distance by integrating the curve. And here also we had in the last example which we did, we had a sales per week, and by integrating it, we were able to find the total sales in the 4 weeks. One thing to be very careful once you are integrating, uh, which was the question, this one, then you are also getting the addition from the previous week. Therefore, if you have to take it for a particular week, you have to subtract the cars or the values before that start, and that makes sense also. Why? If you look at here, here we said we would differentiate this. We take the difference of. Let's look at this example. You have put the values at 5, and then you had put the value of at 0. So it means you are subtracting the value which was there at the start of the interval. Do you remember?
Yep.
And that is the case here also. Therefore, we subtract 20 because that was the value at the start of the interval. That is the start of the campaign. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Any question now?
No.